GameStop wasn't a surprise. But first, stock and options trading carries a high level of risk and can result in the loss of all of your investment. As such, options trading may not be suitable for all investors. You should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. RJTICHARTS.com is an algorithms-driven firm that utilizes such methodologies to help us identify, buy, sell signals for any stocks, ETFs, iShares, QQQs, futures, Forex, or crypto markets. Our market experience is well over 40 years. Our information provided on this video is for information purposes only and to help highlight our methodology. And if one decides to act on such trading signals, you are doing so at your own risk. We aren't giving you investment advice. GME. When GameStop exploded to the upside, from a humongous number of investors running in to buy, we weren't surprised. And yet, this amazing rally also caught some very large hedge funds who were short sellers off guard, and they lost a lot, maybe billions or more. This massive rally even prompted many rules to change, implemented by trading exchanges, brokerage firms, as to how one might invest in such type of stocks. Oh yeah. Fund managers screamed and didn't want to get caught like this again, especially since they didn't see it coming. And the risk was there that it could happen in another equity that they might be short sellers in. What were some of the changes made? It now costs you commissions to trade these stocks. No market orders. You have to enter a specific price to buy these stocks. But before, with market orders capabilities, you would be allowed to buy, sell at whatever price was present at the time. Just how powerful are our algorithms? Reuters reported on January 28, 2021, U.S. Congress to hold hearings on GameStop trading, state of. Walters added the hearing will focus on short selling, online trading platforms, gamification, and their systemic impact on capital markets. Our algorithms helped us see before, yet many smart fund managers got surprised. 1. Melvin Capital. During the first 3 months of 2021, Melvin Capital lost 49% of his investments. Prior to that, between 2014 and 2020, they had seen annual returns of 30%. In response to this hemorrhaging, Citadel and Point72 provided a $3 billion bailout. Number 2, Light Street Capital. Light Street Capital, a San Francisco Bay Area-based firm with $3.3 billion in assets under management, deflated 20% in 2021. White Square Capital. This London-based hedge fund was so hard hit by GameStop short squeeze, they were forced to shut their doors and return capital to investors, saying it was time to review and reflect on their own business model. Number 4, Point72 Asset Management. based in Sanford, Connecticut. Point72 had $19 billion in assets and lost 15% in 2001. And there were more who felt the pain. Number 5, Centron Capital. Centron's managing partner, Andrew Leff, said that Centron suffered 100% losses on its GameStop positions during the retailer's bullish rally. Number 6, D1 Capital Partners, with $20 billion in its care. D1 Capital Partners suffered 20% losses over the course of 2021, according to an inside source that briefed Bloomberg. Number 7, Maple Lane Capital. Maple Lane Capital's strategy did not revolve around short selling, but around the similar practice of options trading. To keep it short, an option is a type of contract that gives the owner the right, but not the obligation, to buy a stock at a certain price. A put option is used when an investor thinks that a stock price will fall, allowing them to sell it at an agreed upon strike price despite its market value. Normally, options are a good way to minimize risk when acting on bearish perspectives, but even so, Maple Lane was heavily affected by the short squeeze, losing 33% of its $3.5 billion. And lastly, number 8, Candlestick Capital Management. This Greenwich, Connecticut investment firm saw percentage losses in the teens, according to several sources. The previous year, they had posted a 26% return. How powerful are our algorithms? Some of the smartest hedge funds suffered. But why so many losses? Didn't they see it coming? Our buy signals generated from our algorithms could have helped them avoid mass losses and prevented some from going out of business. How many investors wish they had known about our algorithms generated buy signals at these time periods? On our monthly chart, when our algorithms generated a buy signal, I was like, huh? But patience and obedience to my system paid off. Yet, who was thinking about GameStop and the unforeseen mysteries that were to unfold 2 years later? RJTICHARTS.com. Our monthly algorithm signal generated November the 29th, 2019. Or maybe our weekly signal that followed. April the 17th, 2020. RJTICHARTS.com. It is easy to see the trees that make up the forest. And it is even easier to see the forest that's made up of trees. But it's not so easy to see behind the forest. To contact us, info@RJTICharts.com, 888-521-3555. Next, were we surprised that AMC exploded? It's available on our YouTube channel, RJTICharts.com.